So you want to get that big buck? Today we're going to learn how you can do a little bit of trimming on some trails and some nice thick spots to make sure that the deer come consistently right past your stand or ground blind.
Just another spoke in the wheel, blade of grass, grain of sand in the field. But I smile at the sky for the morning sunrise.
So this spot needs like a little bit more trimming for me to walk through my old trail from last season. So I'm gonna do a little bit of trimming and get it right. Now I got the trail all nice and trimmed up so the deer have a easier path to get through. Make it easy on them. Make it so they don't gotta fight their way through. So they have a nice area they can go over there. It's a super sweet area for them to go during the daytime. Totally shaded and covered from storms and stuff. Super thick bedding, so they'll really like it. Come over this way. This nice bed right here, right on the trail. Super covered in these thick pines and hollies. So they got a nice open spot underneath where they can still travel through. So what I do is I just make sure that the deer have enough little paths where they can get through these areas freely, so they can come and go whenever they want to. They feel super comfortable down in all these thick areas. So you can see the deer have all kind of nice overhead cover that keeps them shaded in the day, covered from storms. But then on the underside of this, they have all this open area to move around. So these are going to be spots where you're going to set up and do all this trimming, ideally a couple of months before deer season. So the deer have a chance to get acclimated to this, and they don't have any like booger from the human scent that's all of a sudden all in their thick bedding areas. So if you're doing this like right before season, right before you want to go hunting, it's not going to work. So make sure you're doing this in the summertime or at the end of last season, so that the deer have like a full year to go ahead and acclimate to this. This particular spot, I've actually been doing this for a couple of years in this spot. So there's a lot of little trails that weave all through this. So you don't gotta do all the trimming at one time, because it can be a lot if it's your first time going through these spots. But look at the thickest bedding area you got. Set up your tree or ground blind on the edge of it somewhere where you know that you're going to consistently be able to have a nice entrance and exit, and then start doing some trimming. For this spot, I've got two different trails that converge right in front of my ground blind. The deer come right past me, anywhere from 3 to 10 yards. So here's the view out of my ground blind. I've got a couple of brand new beds for this season that are right there. So they are like right at 22 yards away. So that will be super exciting if I can get a deer to bed right there. And here's my other shooting lanes right here. Got anywhere from like 5 to 12 yard shots there really. And then over here, got a nice lane right there where I can see deer coming. This is where I'm wearing the ghillie suit for sure, and all this. All right, here's this deer bed not too far away from my ground blind. So hopefully I can catch a deer slipping, and hopefully they don't catch me drawing. Go out there, do your preseason prep, get your big buck this fall. Remember, like and subscribe. We'll see you next time.